So I think I'll start. Let me share my screen. Is my screen visible? Are you able to see it?
Yes.
Great. So first, I'll let you know the companies in which our students, like co-op students from Concordia, have not co-op, basically summer interns have joined. Okay, like you can get summer internship from all these companies. I have a list so you can apply next time. So they accept people like us, like from Concordia, and they have previous seniors from Concordia who have already joined and worked in there. So first one is Nakisa. It is in Montreal. And it is like near to our university. Then new ones, again Montreal. Then it's SAP. Morgan Stanley. Basically, just the next. Sense. Let's square bracket. Okay, and it's paper. Okay, and then it's capital. So these are from Montreal, and this is from Toronto. And you can apply for summer internships, because I know that you guys will be completing degrees in 4 terms, right? So I think co-op is gonna be tricky for you, because normally what happens is in our time, after first term CGPA, based on that it's decided that we'll get a co-op or not, right? So after getting first term CGPA, it takes after 1 year, like in fifth term, we get co-op. And the rule for co-op is that after getting your co-op, like in fifth term, I need to come back to school for at least 1 term. So if you're doing co-op, you'll be completing your degree in 6 terms. And I think your guys' degree will be completed in 4 terms, right? Because it's 9 credits per term. So 9 and 3, 16, 3 terms of 16 credits, or 16, I think 12. 3 terms of 12 credits and 1 of 9. So you'll be completing your degree. So I'm not sure how co-op is gonna work for you guys. So you need to like contact Samantha and Rajgopalan. Like he is the main co-op person from our department, MACS. So you need to contact him, ping him, and like get these things sorted, because I think even they are not sure completely on that. So you need to little force them, because it's very important. It's not. I think it's more important to do a summer internship or a co-op as compared to taking good subjects. Of course, subjects are gonna help you, but industrial experience will gonna help you much more. And would you guys like to know the pay range too?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello? Manan, you just said right now that you need to force them. What do you mean by that?
Like mail them, like multiple people mail them that what is the scene for co-op, how are we gonna do it, because we heard from our seniors that it's going to be in fifth term, but now our degree is completing in 4 terms, so how will be doing that? So you guys need to mail them, multiple guys, like many of you mail them, and then many mails that they need to reply on that. And if you want, you can like also add some superior authority if they don't reply in like in a week or so, so you can add them too, because you are like you can get your answers, right? You need to know your answers before coming here. You need to know when your co-op will be. It's not clear yet, I think, for you guys. Is it clear?
Yes, Manan, I've understood.
Okay, yeah. And so I'll tell you, of course, the pay range too, so you know, like how much you get and in which companies you can plan your finances to. So I know a few companies, not all, but I think that this is 25 to $28 per hour. Okay, and I have for Morgan Stanley, yeah, it's $30 per hour. SAP 2, and SAP and Morgan Stanley hire a lot, and they also have a tie-up with our co-op, with our co-op department, and you can also apply on yourself for summer internship. They take people. New ones, I'm not sure. Let me check. Okay. Yeah. Paper. Okay. These people have 43. So these are the like companies in which our students are there. They are doing summer internships in these companies. So you can note down this list and apply to them in your summers. Like you need to apply before 6 months or so. Start looking for those before 6 months. Yeah, prior to your internship term. So let's say you're going to start in May. So you need to start applying in November or December, or worst case scenario, at least January for summer internships. If you have any questions, you can unmute and talk about it, ask about it. So this is the one like I am currently working in, Capital One, and I'll also share you the highest like paid internships. There's a Glassdoor survey, so it will help you to, like, you can also apply them, try them. Like though our students are not in most of them, but you can apply. I'll ping them in chat. And the salary range given there are for USA. It might be somewhat similar to Canada too, and they give you a lot of facilities in there, like along with they have some also have joining bonus. If you join them for internship, you get joining bonus too. So it all depends on company to company, but I'll suggest you these three companies. SAP, basically Morgan is worth it. This is worth it. This is two. These four companies you should focus on and apply, because they take people, and mainly these two companies hire a lot. So target them. These two companies hire a lot, so target them. Yeah. So, and you can apply to other companies too. Let's look at this URL. These are the highest paying companies here. It is for USA, but it's somewhat similar to in here too. So, like first is Roblox, Uber. Third is Capital One, in which I am working currently. Salesforce, Amazon, Meta. They give around this per month pay. It is a good amount of pay. LinkedIn, HubSpot, Expedia, Microsoft. I think we don't have this here in Canada. Not sure though. But yeah, you can apply to all this. And they do, like, one thing I got to know after coming to my internship, that they do see your university, in which university you are pursuing your degree in. It's important. Yeah. So some of the companies are not like they are not hiring for our country, Canada, but most of them are. So you can try in them, those companies. And how should you like apply? From where? The two main resources for applying. One is LinkedIn, of course, and Indeed. I applied to using these two resources, and I applied to around 70 to 80 companies, and I got an interview call from SAP, I got from Amazon, then Capital One, of course, and DRW, I think. Yeah. So I got from this four of them. I got two offers. I got from this offer, and I'm currently working in them, and I got offer from SAP too. Amazon, I cleared the first round, but in second round, the first round was coding round, and third, okay, I'll tell you the rounds too, so it's helpful you. And normally in internships, there are 2 to 3 rounds in internships. So the first round in SAP was it was coding, yeah, of course, coding test. Second round was interview. That's it, and it was done. If you have any questions, you can ask in between. That's fine. First was coding test. It was 70 minutes, 2 questions. And then second was it was LP, leadership principles and personality test. I got rejected in this. And capital, and there was a third round too. Third round was interview basically, which is behavioral plus technical. And in here, first round was coding, second was what was second? Okay, behavioral, and third was technical, and these two are interviews. And TRW first was of course coding test. Second, I'm not sure, I didn't get into it. Second, I'm not sure. So, and these were the rounds basically. And in here, I can tell you more detail about Capital One because I have gone through the whole interview process and also SAP in detail if you want to know about it. But the coding test here was in Capital One. Coding test was given to implement an application for the credit card, like credit management system basically. The credit rewards. It was a reward point system basically. So even I have that on my Git uploaded. You can check it out if you want to. I'll share the link for that. So this is the one which was asked. The problem statement is given here. What is to be done? To be precise, what is needed. So, and what I did is, like, they asked me to create like just backend application. Sorry for that. Just a backend application But like proactively, what I did is I made it a full stack application, basically Java from using JavaScript, and I also added unit testing and end-to-end automation testing along with this. So I used mean stack basically in this, and this is like everything you can download and run it. I have informed everything. I also drew architecture for that and showed them along with the details about this is the problem statement. So I'll share this link in the chat. Shubhankar, okay. The criteria look for hire. What they look is your next. If you have experience in India, it of course matters, and your university matters. These two criteria, I think, they mostly look into, and of course, like for getting in, this is just for getting interview, okay, and then it all depends on your performance in the coding test and interview rounds. So yeah, and if I talk about yeah, in behavioral, after that I got a behavioral round. In behavioral round, there were like around 3 to 4 questions asked in 1 hour, like based on your like situational questions. You'll find them easily on Google or something. Yeah. And then tech interview, in tech interview, what I was asked was some details. It was around for 1.5 hour. For some details about the coding test which I developed, like how I developed, what approach what was my approach, how I thought about it, and those stuff. And then they asked me some from my interview, like from my previous experience. I had 3 years of work experience in India, so they asked me about that. And after that, they asked me about some coding questions on dynamic programming, and one was on, I think, divide and conquer 2. Yeah. So if you practice, I think if you practice lead code, yeah, this coding rounds you're gonna clear. It's not that tough. And they asked one more question. I forgot about it. Some lead code question, like similar to like complete programming question. So this were the companies I got interviewed for. Like I applied to 80, got interviewed for 4. So the ratio is very less. Let's say around 0.5% or so. Yeah. But you need to keep applying and start applying before 6 months. Like November or December, or worst case scenario, January for sure, to start applying. As soon as you see there's an opening, apply. Apply to them. And in my company, which I'm currently working in, so I'll tell you more details about it, like how the work culture, if you want to know about it. Do you guys want to know about it, like how things work here and stuff?
Yes.
Okay. So here, like I worked in India. I worked first in Infosys and then Siemens. So I know like how much work we have to do for like less pay. We need to work 10 to 12 hours a day. It's so tough to get like every day there's a deadline and stuff, right? You guys also, some of you also have work experience, so you guys know like the work pressure is so much, and stress of course, and work-life balance is almost null. But here the work-life balance is so great. If it's 9 to 5, it's 9 to 5. If you ping anyone at 5 o'clock and 5 minutes, no one will be there for you to reply, and they don't even expect that you reply to them. Okay, and 12 to 1 is a lunch break, and in lunch break you don't get a single call, no meetings and nothing. So it's 9 to 12 and then 1 to 5. That's it. You work for this 7 hours and you are done. And and in this companies, I really saw that how agile is implemented. In India, it's not perfectly agile. It's somewhat custom agile, somewhat waterfall too. So what people do in India, they don't much follow proper sprint structure and stuff. But here, they actually follow that structure, and I can decide on which task I need to work on. Like in the first week, first starting sprint, when I came here, I decided to work on some JavaScript stuff. And then the second strip, I took some Spring Boot stuff. So you can decide on what task you want to work on. So it's so great culture, and people are very helpful. So there are, so I'll suggest you to go in the companies which have good brand name, because the work pressure will not be much, and you can also focus on your development, not only on company's growth, you can also focus on your personal growth too. So work culture is amazing. And on last Friday of the month we have like self investment day, so you can do anything you want. You want to go out, watch movies, or you want to do anything, you can do. You can do study something, you can do some certification, some courses and stuff. You can do, you are free to, it's like if you want to take a holiday, take it, that's fine. And like let's say if I'm not able to complete some of my work in this sprint, so I can easily say them, okay, I'm not able to, just because I was facing this all issues, and they'll you can just like do that in the next sprint. That's perfectly fine, no work pressure. And what I got is, yeah, the main thing is the tax here is so much high. Like in this country you pay 25 to 30% tax. 30% tax in your pay income. Okay. And I think yeah, are some of us into Bell too? I forgot to mention Bell. The work culture is nice, people are nice. So, and like we are in Capital One there are around 2000 teams, and from 2000 teams 45 teams are in Canada and rest all are in USA. So they have a bigger market in USA. And if like I talked with some of the interns who are working in Capital One but in USA, so they are even getting the house to stay for the 4 months of internship. Companies are also giving them stay and food. Of course we are not getting in Canada, we don't have much of this facilities in Canada, but in USA there is so much facilities. One of my friends is working in Meta in New York, so they have given him a 1 BHK house in New York downtown, and prices in downtowns are very costly. In New York downtown it's very costly. So mhm. Yeah, go ahead. Someone was asking something, right?
No, I'm just saying, wow, that's super.
Yeah, that's so amazing. So amazing. Because currently I am in Toronto downtown and I am paying 600 rent, $600 per month for sharing. Like we two people stay in a room and we pay 600 each. It's so costly. While in Montreal I used to pay 300 in sharing, two person in a room. So it's double. And New York is much higher. So there are so much facilities which top companies give, but what I have seen is the top companies, they don't value Concordia much. That's my personal experience. Because in Capital One there are 12 interns, and I'll tell you how the division is and how they talk about those people. So from 12 interns, 9 are from 9 are from U of T and Waterloo. You know, like this are like top 5 or top 6 universities in the country. One from McGill. And 2 we are from Concordia. First time we have made into this company, like there were no interns before in from Concordia in Capital One, and the all 10 people, all 10 are from bachelors, and we two are from masters. So, and you know this 10 people who are from bachelors from these universities, they are super smart. They are super smart. And Capital One, what I knew when talking to one HR on, like we were having a party like last week, and what I heard from, I can like discussed with HR like how you guys hire and how things work here. So they told that we mostly hire from they hire from U of T, of course, Waterloo. They hire from McGill. They are from Queens is the favorite, and UBC. So these 5-6 universities, they hire a lot. Like most of the companies hire a lot. Even I have seen people from these universities getting into Amazon. A lot of them are into Amazon. A lot of them. Okay. So university matters a lot, and we are not in high ranking, but still, if you have knowledge, then you'll get into it. So, and yeah, they also gave me $1,000 of joining bonus. Capital One gave me, yeah. And for Amazon, I'm not sure the exact pay, but the pay in USA is much more. Like in Capital One in USA, they give 65 per dollar per hour, I think, and Amazon gives 55 or something. So it's amazing. The pay is amazing there, and there are so much opportunities in USA, much more openings for interns, but there are compared to less here. And when we got into when I got into Capital One, there were 600 yeah, or 650 applicants. I'm not remember applicants. So this is the competition. You can see it's around 2%. Let's say, yeah, 2% people get selected. And what they do is, like when I'll be completing my internship in August end, so they'll be, even like if they like my work, they'll be handing me the offer letter for a full-time job right now. Like I'll be graduating in August 23. Still before 1 year, like August 22 end, they are giving me an offer. So it's so amazing. And like I have work experience in India, like 3 years. So even I can ask them for like SDE2. You can say senior software developer. I can ask them for that, and if I ask for that, then they'll be taking my one round of interview, and if I clear that, I'll be getting the position of senior software developer. Otherwise, I'll be getting for like fresher graduate. But even their pay scales are high for each of them, because you see in internship they are paying so much. So this is like regarding the summer interns who are currently working from our university. And I'll suggest you to connect with people from these universities and understand how their co-ops works and how they are applying and stuff. Get some knowledge from them, because these people have so much opportunities with them. They know, because they have seniors working in more better companies than we are. Okay, so you can contact them on LinkedIn, connect with them. They'll surely help you with that. And apart from that, how should you prepare? Basically, what I think knowledge you should have, like for getting an internship, you need to do lead code for sure. You cannot miss that. Lead code is for sure. And after that, you can focus on your, some companies see your CGPAs too. Okay, so some, you should need to have good amount of good CGPA, not need to be a topper or something. That is fine. But what I think from Concordia, what CGPA you should have is 3.7 out of 4.3. This is recommended. Like this is the good CGPA. If anything about,
Like
yeah,
minimum, this should be the criteria followed.
you should focus on this. Minimum is 3.3 though, but you should focus for 3.7, because if you focus on 3.7, you're gonna get 3.3. It's not that easy. So yes, and what I was talking about, yeah, and you guys know the grading system here. Okay, let me tell you. A plus grade, people get 4.3 CGPA. If you get A, it's 4. If you get A minus, it's 3.7. Yeah, A minus is 3.7. Then I think B plus. I'm not sure of B plus because I have been in this range. But yeah, this is the range, and this is what you're looking for. I think B plus is 3.3. Not sure. Or something. Or B is 3.3. I'm not sure. Somewhere around this. So you need to get at least B plus grade in all the subjects, in all the courses. And the distribution you can also see. If you want to see the distribution, I can show you like how things work. So whenever you open your portal, you have access to this, right? You cannot see it right now, but when you complete your course, you'll be able to see here in academics. I think view my grades. Yeah. Let's say fall grade. So here somewhere it shows. Let me check. Yeah, grade distribution. So in 6481, how many got A plus, how many got A, how many got A minus, how many failed? It's mentioned here. You can see the distribution here. And similar to like other subjects. So you need to be in this range, top at least B plus, because very few people get B or B minus or C plus and such. You cannot go below this. B plus is the cutoff. At least B plus in every subject is must. So you can focus on this CGPA, and I think and you should know at least you have command on at least one language, and beat any Java, JavaScript, Python, C Sharp, Ruby, Pascal, anything, any language is fine, but you should have command over it, and you should know basic OOPS concept and stuff. And when you go for, like, some of you might be experienced people like me, and when you go for SD2, like if I say I want to go for SD2, okay, and you show that you are, or let's say you show that you have experience, then they also expect you to know system design patterns. For experienced, for fresher they don't ask, so that's fine. In interviews they do ask for this, and freshers mainly focus on lead code. Oops. And I think this you should know for sure. Apart from this, what information I have to share? Let me check.
Hi Malang, I don't
Yeah.
know if you would be able to shed a light on this one, but do you have any idea on how are the information security or cyber security jobs on there?
Security jobs. I'm not much sure on that, so sorry for that. Because I have some friends, like one of my friend roommate, like flatmate, she is working in Bell, and so I have some idea about Bell. If you want, they hire freshers, and they are only freshers. They don't want experienced. Okay, this is the line here. So what Bell does is for this. They are basically for cyber security and those stuff, and I don't not remember how much they pay, but they hire people. They have hired around 16 or so, 16 in Montreal, I think. Not sure, but yeah, 16 people in Montreal. But I'll suggest you to like get your internships outside Montreal, just because like Quebec has passed that rule of, like, they are going to pass that rule of French, which is called like something Bill 96. Okay, so of course you are not going to stay there after your masters. You need to go out for your PRs, for sure. Because and even if you want to apply for express entry, which is like for getting a PR, like not provincial, it is like for the country. And if you want to get that, you cannot apply if you are sitting or if you are staying in Quebec. So try looking for companies or internships or outside Montreal. It will be a bit difficult to like shift and stuff, but that's fine, because it will gonna help you in future. And because most of the companies, what they do is, whenever you are they are giving you the co-ops, they also expect you to work full time. Most of the companies, they expect you to work for full time. They, if you should work good, if you don't make any blunders or stuff in the companies, or you don't like if you are not even working in it, for not trying to do stuff or something, then only you're not going to get offers. Otherwise, most of the people get offers, and that is for what like co-ops internships for. So you should 100% do it. So if you are thinking of completing your degree in 4 terms, I'll suggest no, just because you need to have summer internship. You go for summer internship, study for 2 terms, study for fall, study for winter, go for summer internships, and then come back and again study for fall and winter. Because in summers you don't even get good subjects. Subjects are shit. You have seen that already. So I'll suggest you to complete your degree in 5 terms. 5 terms is still fine. It's just a matter of 4 months. Okay, so should do that. And even like I am completing degree in 6 terms, but even I'm not sure that I'm gonna complete in 6 terms. It might take 7 terms for me, because for co-op, like they are not giving proper answers to us when we are asking for credits. Normally for co-op, now first they were telling us that it is 4 credits, but now they are telling that it's gonna be 9 credits. Okay, like it is not changing. Before it was 9 till summer, and they were telling from fall 22 it's going to change to 4, but now they are telling that okay, we are not changing, we'll keep it 9. So that's great. Okay, they are keeping it 9 credits, but now what they want is they are not replying how, like when they'll give. There is some criteria. They told that there is a performance criteria on will get like co-op credits or not, like how do I work, doing work and stuff, and based on that you get the co-op. So if I do a co-op and let's say at the end they decide okay, I don't want to give you the credits, then I need to for sure extend my degree to 1 term more. So I don't know what they are doing, but they are not replying us properly. We have dropped lots of mails to Samantha and Raggopalan, but and what some of our seniors who have worked co-op, what they told is apart from internship, what they want is they want you to do a personal project, plus like some research kind of thing. They want to do this to get 9 credits, and when you do this you need to submit like what abstract, basically what you are going to do for of this before your terms, like co-op term starts. So you should be ready what you are going to do a personal project, and what you will do doing research in that. And after that they approve and they enroll you in that, and and at the end if they like that you did a good work, then they'll give you 9 credits or they will not. So I think it's a bullshit thing, but we can't help. So this is the criteria. But the thing is that when I told you for summer internships, like summer internship are tough, like compared to getting co-ops. Okay, because summer internship I told you you have 2 to 3 rounds, right? In co-ops you are going to have only 1 round. I'll tell you what Morgan Stanley did. Okay, in co-op. So they are going to have only 1 round, and of around 15 to 20 minutes. That's it, and you are in. What they asked is, what's your name? Okay, what you have worked on, what you studied. Okay, what are like what is difference between abstract class interface, and what are basic concepts? And okay, you want to, what you want to work on, what are ambitions? Then you have the offer. Because they have a, like types with Concordia, so they do that.
Okay, so how many people actually got into this? Actually,
Morgan Stanley or Co-op?
Morgan Stanley, yes.
Morgan Stanley. They hire around. I have seen people around 11 to 12 every co-op term. 11 to 12.
Okay.
But there are not much people in co-op, because you know like, it's very difficult to get in co-op. Currently in co-op, like from computer science, basically MSCS, how many people we have in my term? So let me tell you. I have group for that. We are 6 people. 6 people from MSCS in our term. Like in winter 23, we are 6 people from our co-op. MSCS basically. Other branches are different, but of course we have, like if I'm doing MSCS has more chances of getting co-op compared to software engineering. Software engineering also has equal chances, but degree is considered more better, MSCS. So if they are hiring 11, 12, and they do hire from like all the branches, they hire from MSCS, they are from software engineering of course, and sometimes they also hire from information security. Sometimes, not always, sometimes. So if they're hiring 12, then I think it's very less, right?
Manan, I had a small doubt actually.
Mhm.
So, like getting a co-op, it's about having this interview, right? But first, you need to be eligible for that. I think
Yeah, exactly.
that's the scenario,
Mhm.
right? So, is it like a lot of people are eligible and a few of them are getting the interview? I mean, what is the reason that very less number of people are getting co-op? Is it the CGPA is kept really high, or is it something else? If you could
Yeah,
explain that,
yeah,
please.
sure. Yeah, I'll explain in detail. So normally, for co-op, from I think this time in winter 23, 6 people I know personally who are, so let's say max 10. I don't think more than 10 people got into co-op. And these are based on CGPA. CGPA cutoff was 4 on 4.3. Okay, so you need to get 4, like only 10 students got more than 4 or something, because it's average, and they applied for co-op. Some students don't want to apply for co-op because you will see when you come here, uh, I think 30% people, students come here for study, actually study. 50 to 60% they come for PR. And if you are doing masters here, you're definitely gonna get PR. It's just that you need to move out of the province, out of Quebec, and to go somewhere else to the job. That's fine, but you are surely gonna get PR. So, like getting into co-op department, like getting enrolled. These are the criteria for getting enrolled. Okay, like similar to like getting enrolled to
Okay.
courses. This is, this is for getting enrolled to co-op department. So when you get into co-op department, then of course you are gonna get co-ops. If you do, because you see, right, only one round. While if you go for same like Morgan Stanley, for summer for internship, not co-op, like from yourself, they are going to take you 2 to 3 rounds of interview. So try
And
getting.
Manan, usually how many people are there? Like if you have some sort of like stats in terms of how many people do get summer internships. Like co-op, you told us like 10 people, usually 6 to 10 people get co-op internships. Sorry, co-op. And how many people usually get summer internships? Do you have any sort of stat also?
Stat, yeah, I can count that. So basically, in this companies we have how much? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think in 9 companies people are there, and in this 2, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, around 12 to 15 students, let's say. Because it's not that
Okay.
less people get summer internships, they don't try.
Oh, okay, got it.
You should try, right? You need to try to get into a summer internship. You need to try hard. I applied to 80 companies, got interview from 4.5%.
Got it.
Yeah,
Right.
chances. So many students don't apply. They are like, let's complete the degree, get a PR, and then we'll start working. They don't want to work. Because I told you only 20% to 25% students are here for actually studying. Others are just for PR.
Got it. Thanks.
Yeah.
Hi, man. I have a follow-up question on this.
Yeah.
So as you mentioned, like the summer internships are a good way, or the co-ops are a good way
Mhm.
to do your masters. So
Yeah.
people who already have a bit of experience, let's say they have 2 years of experience or 3 years of experience in a particular field.
Mm.
So does taking a co-op or does going for a summer internship helps that way?
That's a good question. Let me answer it. I personally have 3 years of work experience in India. Okay, I worked for Infosys first and then Siemens. Okay, and if I want to like Indian experience, okay, Indian experience is not valued much. First thing here, because everyone knows in mass security companies or most of the companies in India, we do maintenance, support, and stuff in IT. Very less of us get chance to work on core development, okay, and to be a part of design strategies and stuff. Okay, so it is not valued much. So I'll suggest you to get Canadian experience is must. So what I think personally is, if you take Canadian experience, it then your Indian experience will be counted. Like if I'm doing currently, I'm doing internships for 4 months, and then I'll be going for co-ops in my winter term. So again 4 months. Okay. So if I'm working in the, I'm getting Canadian experience for 8 months, and I have work experience in India for 3 years. Okay, then my Indian experience is counted. But you will be seeing many of the students who have Indian experience of 2 years or 3 years, they go for fresh graduate jobs, like freshers job basically, new grad jobs. Indian experience is not valued much, so I'll suggest you to do summer internships and co-ops to make your Indian experience valid. Somewhat, you can say that. This. Then also it depends on your knowledge.
All right, great. Yeah, so if the company whom we are currently working with, if they decide to take you up again, like they do your renew your contract for the Canada on the Canadian behalf, so does that suffice?
Yeah. So which company are you talking about, basically?
I actually work with Stryker Medicals, so and into cybersecurity. So if I'm actually now from India, so once you come to Canada, they have the Stryker in Canada as well.
Okay.
So can it be transferred in such a way? Like,
so yeah, what
does
you
that
can do?
help?
Yeah, what you can do is do basically do part-time jobs. If they'll be giving you part-time 20 hours, most of the students what they do is who have like jobs in India and they have the companies in Canada too, and their companies is allowing them to work here. You do part-time with your company, okay. And I'll suggest you to, for summer internship, go for some other companies, just because you'll get experience from other companies too. Because if you are again working for like summer internship again in your company, of course they are going to keep you in the same project in which you are. If you are really interested in that project, if you want to dive deep, then it's perfectly fine. But if you just want, if you're looking for growth more and more pay and stuff, I'll suggest you to go for different companies, because you should have different brand names in your, like, the tags. Those tags are important. If it's in your resume, it will help you a lot. That's the reason, like, of course, like if I'm currently in Capital One, I'm surely going to, they'll be of course giving me co-op in winter. But I'm not looking for to come back with Capital One in winter. I'll be going with some other companies. Even if they are paying me a little less, I'm fine with that. Because it's not about pay, because I personally think that it's about getting multiple brand names in your resume. And I personally, when choosing a company, what
Thanks.
yeah, so well, personally choosing a company, what I see is, I like my target is to move to USA after my graduation, after a PR something. Okay, so what I personally see is, if the company is in US or not, they have a good market in US or not, and they are into stock market, like they have that, the company is public basically, they have the shares in the market, because then it's reliable. And plus, if it's public, then people know that company. Like when I went for interviews here, when I say Infosys, even Infosys is registered in USA, and they have an office in Toronto too, but most of them don't know. They don't know Infosys, they don't know which company is that. But when I say Siemens, they know them, they know it. And it makes a huge difference if you have a good brand name in your resume. Yeah, so that's it. Go ahead with the questions.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Hi Manan, Anmol this side. I have one doubt that, for example, a case like this happened that I got one, like you started applying for the jobs or internships very early, but in case I didn't get the like CGPA which is needed for the co-op, but I got the offer from one company saying that you can join for the internship. In that case, what can I do?
Okay, got your question. So in summer, you can do per 40 hours per week. Okay, so you don't
Yes.
need any co-op. Don't need to be in a co-op department to work in for summer internship, because government of Canada officially allows the students to work for 40 hours per week in summer. But in other terms,
Oh,
like fall and winter, you cannot work. you need uh, co-op work permit for this. And one more thing, when you get into a co-op, like when I got into a co-op, my co-op got approved in January 1st or 2nd week, so. And then in the last week, when I got the support letter from, like, university gives you support letter, like, yes, you are a part of our co-op, so you need to, now you can take the support letter and apply for co-op work permit. It is similar process on how you applied your student visa. You need to apply for co-op work permit. Okay, and when you apply for co-op work permit, like, it's been 5 months around, but I've still not got it yet. So it takes 6 to 8 months, okay, to get co-op work permit. The waiting time is so much. Similar to your visa, which it takes like 1 to 3 months, it takes 6 to 8 months to get a work permit. Worst case scenario, some students get early too. Okay, it depends, but it takes. And from like students from MACS whom I know, only one has got his permit. Other 5 are still waiting for that. It's been already 5 months for us, and that's the reason they give you co-op after an year. Like, after they approve and they give you support letter, they know that it is going to take around 8 months. So they give you the co-op term after, like, when I got after first term I got into co-op, right? So they gave me the fifth term as co-op because they know it is going to take 8 months for getting it approved. And when you go for fall and winter, okay, when you go for interviews for this co-ops, they need your work permit. Otherwise, they don't. Most of the companies, they don't even take your interviews if you don't have work permit for fall and winter. Okay, because they know you are just giving the interview. But what if you don't get work permit? Then they are going to waste their time taking your interview.
So you can start working on the sport letter.
No, you cannot.
Uh,
Co-op work permit is must. It's like similar to you get admission in Concordia. It's not that you can come to Canada, right? You need a visa for that. Similar to that, you get support letter from Concordia. That's fine, but you need a work permit from Government of Canada to start working in fall and winter. In summer, anyone can work. No, nothing is required.
okay,
No work permit is required.
thank you.
That's the reason people are like main focus on summer internships who don't get into co-op. And even if you get into co-op, you should go for summer internships. It's fine if it takes 4 months more to complete your degree, but it's
Okay.
much better to get more companies work experience and their brand names in your resume.
And then, also, can you explain a little bit about your lead code journey, how you started and how we should do it, and what's the key to consistency? Like a little description about it.
Got it.
And yeah,
So before coming here, I haven't done any question on lead code. Like, I was not able to do it. Okay, I
yeah,
only
same,
did
same,
I only did hacker rank, and that too easy and medium. Even hard, I was not able to do it.
same,
Okay,
same.
and sometimes in medium I was not able to do it. Okay, then after coming here, I took PPS in first term. That was the best thing I did. Best thing I did. Okay, because when I took that, I saw people doing lead code. People are smart here. Okay, you see people here, they are super smart. Not all, but at least 20% are super smart people. They know a lot of stuff. Like, they have a huge good amount of knowledge. So what I did is I started doing easy questions on lead code. I started after coming here, and while we have project submissions exams, I was not able to do it, but I was trying to do one question a day at least. Okay, and it's been around 7 months here, 7 to 8 months back. Okay, 9 months around. So 8 to 9 months here, I have done around 210 questions in lead code. So in last 8 9 months. So do one question a day. Don't focus, like, don't stress yourself to get 2 to 3 questions. And of course, I was not able to get all the questions from myself. I need to watch YouTube video and stuff, solutions. I need to go to the discuss section. That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. At least do. So you learn from that. After you do question, okay, you learn, okay, this is the approach. So after you do, let's say, 10 different types of questions. If the 11 questions comes to you, you know this approach might work. Let's try it. and that's how you learn. If you think that okay, I'm not gonna see the solution, I'm not gonna see the discussion criteria, and you'll try to do everything on your own, you're not going to make it. Like I personally was not able to make it. Not sure about you. Some of you might be super smart people. They already know stuff, so they might be able to do. But I was not able to do it personally.
And Manan, one quick question. Like, when will we hear? Most of us are coming for fall 22. So we'll be here by September. And I think if we are targeting for summer internship, that's gonna start by May, right? So by when would be the timeline for interviews to happen for like summer internships? Can you give us an idea
Yeah.
of like a basic timeline?
Applications start in some in November or December
Yeah.
or Jan. Okay.
Yeah, so,
Jan, most of them will be in December end or Jan. Okay. November is very less, very
Oh.
few.
Okay, so the interviews are gonna happen in
No, the
December
applications.
or just the application part?
Applications.
The application.
Yeah,
Oh, got
interviews.
it.
When I give interviews in February, March, not much March, but yeah. So Jan, Feb, and March. So like let's say this is a peak. Let's say if you draw a graph, let's say November, then December and January. So December is the peak time
Okay.
to apply. Feb is the peak time to get interviews for summer internship.
Okay, got it. Thanks.
Yeah.
Manan, I am actually joining in the winter term, so what will be my timeline for this? I think it would be
Timeline for summer internship like are same for everyone if you want. So as soon as you join, you start applying
okay.
in January. Yeah. Or you can write on a resume that's starting in winter or so. You can start applying in December too. That's fine. You should start applying.
I had a quick question. If somebody has a work experience in India and they want to finish their degree, so is it advisable to do a co-op or finishing of the degree soon is
Degree.
better?
Sorry, co-op.
Degree, right?
No. Sorry, co-op. Co-op. Go for co-ops and internships. It will help you a lot. Because you see, let's say I have 3 years of work experience in India. Even I want to get things work done quickly. I want to get my degree completed quickly. I want to get a PR and get settled here. Okay, because of course we have an age criteria. Most of us have some pressure from family too, right? To completing and getting settled early. Okay, but what I think is getting co-op and some internship will help you a lot. It will boost your confidence. Let's say when I'm going back to school in fall and applying for co-ops, or let's say when I'm giving my interviews for my full-time jobs, and I already have an offer letter from Capital One, say, so I can negotiate with that company. I can ask for more pay. I have that confidence to give the interview, and I can give my interviews in more better way. I can get more salary. So this will eventually help you grow, and getting first job is of course difficult in Canada. It's not that easy.
Yeah, and one more question. What if we have like you are doing co-op in Capital One? So what if we get some part-time in very good company? So is it advisable to do part-time instead of co-op?
Yeah, so I'm doing summer internship in Capital One. My co-op is in winter, so I'll be doing in some other company. Not sure yet. And if you're talking about part-times you can do, but most of the companies don't hire for part-times. Some startups do only, or some startups allow you to work for part-time. But I think you like for us guys, we are having 2 subjects, and when you do part-time, I have seen some of my friends doing part-time IT jobs. It's good, no
Then
doubt in
part-time
that.
IT jobs only. I was talking about part-time. IT
Yeah.
jobs.
So part-time IT jobs you can do, but they tell you that it's a 20-year job, right? But in IT, you need to work for 30 years to get to show your work. Just because to try to understand the existing code and stuff, it takes time, and you cannot show your efficiency or you cannot show your efforts in 20 years job. 20 years very less. Some people do it, okay, but I think it you can try for it.
But
You
that
can try doing
itself gives you exposure, and
Of course.
recruiters also look at that as a
Yeah.
work
I
experience.
personally agree with that. But when you focus on part-time job like IT jobs, you need to be sure that it's gonna complete in 20 hours. If you start part-time IT jobs. Okay, you see if it's completing 20 hours, do it. If it's taking much more time of yours, not because you're like we did 2 subjects and we struggled. You guys are going to do 3 subjects. It's going to be very difficult. You'll be getting so much load because you have so much things to do. Like each subject has a quiz, okay, assignments. Uh, then we have midterm, of course. Then we have final term, and we also have projects.
Because as you said, co-op also requires a good GPA for university to give us the support letter. So what if we don't get a good GPA and just plan that we need to do co-op?
Yeah, so if you don't get CGPA, good CGPA, summer internship is for you. Because there are some people who are like very smart, but they don't get CGPA. Okay, it's perfectly fine. So they go for summer internship. You can go for summer internship.
Okay.
Manan, one thing I wanted to ask.
Mm-hmm.
During your time, you had 2 courses per term, right?
Yeah.
And out of which you just said that PPS was the best thing that you were choosing the first time, and the first time was the best thing that you did.
Yeah, because it was M1 Henna.
Yes. Now, in my case, it is not the same. It is
Mm-hmm.
the other professor. I'm forgetting its name.
I think
And yeah, Kasturba.
Kastur.
And I'm also being enforced to take 3 subjects in order to complete the 9 credit
Yeah.
criteria. So the third subject, should I take a subject or should I take graduate? If I take graduate, then I'm, resisting my chances for algo also. You know that, right?
Yeah, for Algo, uh, like with Algo, you'll need support of seminar, or you need to do 2 sewing subjects. Like I explained in my like course, the last session we had for course selection.
Yes. So what do you suggest in this case? In this fall, what should be done? Graduate be taken or what?
Like if you're doing PPS, you can take graduate or any sewing subject. You can take two, SOEM, or easy comp like advanced database is easy subject. You can take
What
it.
about artificial intelligence?
It's it's medium level, let's say.
Okay, so PPS, APP, and AI. What are this three?
PPP.
Manageable or not? Considering your level of PPS in the starting.
Okay. PPS takes good amount of efforts. If you don't know stuff like me, I used to give good amount of time to PPS. I only focused on PPS. My second space for APP, I just studied for clearing it. Like
And what about PPS plus distributed? Is it
yeah,
a good
you can do it.
combination?
Yeah, good. Good one. But that was the third one.
I was saying PPS, APP, and AI. These three.
Yeah, you can go for it because of course anyhow you need to do 3 subjects, right? You need to learn to do stuff. So don't have any option.
Manan, is it difficult to crack internship in other provinces as compared to in Quebec, since we are studying in Montreal-based university?
I don't think so because nowadays companies allow to work remotely. Like I was given an option to work remotely if I want to, but I just came here to Toronto because I wanted to explore the city. Because of course, see, after my graduation, I'm not gonna stay there. I need to move out, and there are only 2 provinces for software engineers to move out. One is like Toronto, and other is Vancouver. So 2 cities where you will be mostly going for your jobs. Okay, so what my thinking is, I wanted to explore Toronto, so I'm staying here for 4 months. I'm exploring stuff. Seeing how the life is here, and then I'm thinking of going to Vancouver for my co-op just to explore and so that I have knowledge, so that where I want to move and settle after my graduation. And so I'll suggest that's the reason I suggest you to take internships and co-ops outside Quebec because I'm 100% sure no one is gonna stay in Quebec because of course we need PRs and we are not gonna get PR if we stay in Quebec for long term.
Yeah, right. French language is not everyone's motivation.
Yeah, exactly, and uh, there is Asian hate, okay, in Montreal. kind of, a bit of, not much, but some people. I personally, when I came here, the starting first 2 weeks, we were like, there was a COVID situation right at that time, so even if we were standing a little far away from some people here wearing mask, okay, they used to move out seeing us. Okay, oh, this is Indians. Okay, so, and it is less in here in Toronto because there are so many Indians here.
Got it. We definitely need to move out.
Yeah, I don't like Montreal much. Montreal is a good city, no doubt in that, but I cannot stay in Quebec for a long time because most of the if you go in restaurants, all the menu are in French. You need to use Google Translate to take a photo and translate it and see what they have written. I find it difficult. If you know French, then it's good for you, but I didn't know French and I don't want to learn French. I don't think it's needed for me. Instead of that, I'll invest my time in learning some software engineering stuff. So it depends on person to
Same
person.
motivation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And yes, one more thing. The tax is more in Quebec, less in Ontario. Okay. So I was, if I worked remotely from Montreal, I might be getting less pay compared to this. Less around, there will be a difference of around $1,500 to $2,000 for the 4 months. So I decided to came here because I'm paying instead of $300 for rent, I'm paying 600. So let's say I'm paying 300 more for 4 months. I'm paying 1,200 more, right? But I'm getting like the tax is more in Quebec, so I'm getting more 1,500 here or 2,000 here, let's say. Okay, so it's equivalent for me. So I was fine coming here.
Got it. That answer.
Manan, do you have the access for showing the syllabus or the course contents for artificial intelligence?
No, I haven't taken a subject yet, so I don't have that content on my Moodle. I have taken that in fall. I have taken DST, AI, and computer networks in fall. When will be joining? You guys will be joining.
Manan, talking about the subject combination, if I consider advanced database and distributed system plus PPS, is it manageable to do it? Like,
Yeah, you'll be
I
able to
will
do
be
it.
very new to this, and also, can I manage these three along with?
Yeah, you'll be able to because advanced database is not that tough. It's not gonna take you much of time.
Actually, I was also texting you on LinkedIn that I have taken algorithm design because it was available. Now I just saw your previous video and realized that it's gonna be very tough
Mhm.
to do algorithms course
Yeah,
now not being basically very fundamentally strong in the data structures.
exactly. And the
And
prerequisite for algorithm is PPS. If you like last time in that video I showed the content of like prerequisite. What prerequisite is asked like algorithm course is asking for. So it is nothing but PPS.
okay. But PPS is in waiting and it's not
How
from
much
the
waiting?
professor. Uh, I think it's 2 or 3 waiting.
Then I think it will be cleared.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You can try looking for computer networks too. Like I know it's reserved seats. They have reserved seats for some students, but you can keep looking. Whenever you get opening in computer networks, you can take it. And I'm saying computer networks
Actually,
just because it's M1 HANA. Yeah. Any other questions? Anything in chat? Oh, so much in chat. If you don't
actually,
have
when it was written on our offer letter, if that you don't register in these two core courses, you will be deregistered from other courses.
uh,
So
yeah, I understand that. Okay, these two particular courses, it was mentioned in your offer letter, or any two
no,
of
it
the
was
four.
mentioned that you have to choose any two of the four unless you will be deregistered.
Yeah, so try registering for, if you don't get, mail Samantha, and mostly she is gonna reply you that okay, it's fine. If you don't get, take other subjects.
Okay.
Manan, hi Manan. You were talking about big data in the previous video about big data subject. So I just wanted to know like whether combining big data with topics in CS, that is again online algo, with APP, would that be a good option?
Yeah,
Three
good.
subjects for
Yeah.
winter.
Yes, because topics in CS will not be that tough. Like compared to algorithms, like in algorithms there was a chapter for online algorithm. So I don't think
Okay.
it is gonna harm you much.
So this particular course would help me for the algorithm course, right? For the algorithm design techniques. It was Dennis for both the courses actually, Professor Dennis.
Dennis, yeah,
So yeah,
yeah, you can take it.
okay, okay.
Yeah,
Hi, Mani.
yeah.
In fall, along with the APP and PPS, which subject do you suggest?
APP and PPS. Try taking CN. If not PPS, try taking advanced database, because PPS is gonna take your focus.
Yeah, and is it required to take more than two subjects or more than 8 credits in fall?
I think for you guys, yes. Only the summer term and the last term are exception. Otherwise, in all the other, you need to do your 9 credits.
Okay, thank you.
And the question I missed in chat. Let me check. If you don't have work experience, then it's fine, because see, you are at the age, you are starting early in this country, right? So when, let's say someone has 3 years of work experience, okay, someone has 0 years of work experience. So when you come here at the starting, it'll be a little difficult for you, but like when you'll be of the age, when, like, let's say after 3 years of here working here, you'll have equal amount of pay and stuff, so that's fine. You can come early too, that's fine. But just focus that you know stuff, and you need to study hard more than experienced people to get a job or a co-op. Do Okay. Karthik asked, is it possible to do internship in USA if we get the opportunity? They don't. They Mostly people don't get internship in USA just because, like, we are international students first thing, so processing visa is a difficult task, and they mostly provide some internships in USA to people who are Canadian citizens or US citizens or students who are already there in USA, because there are so many universities in USA, right? They don't need people from Canada. They already have a lot of them, and talented also. So I don't think you can do internship in USA. Can we join co-op after second term? Yeah. So uh, for us it was like you can apply after first term or second term, because there was a criteria of 16 credits, right? So I did 8 credits in first term and 8 credits in second term. So we can apply after first or after second term. There are two options for us. For you guys, you need to check out when is your co-op term, because if it's gonna be a fifth term, then you'll be completing a degree in 6 terms. Job opportunities and summer internships for freshers. You can get into summer internships too. When told you here, I think in this company, Sense, Essence, this one, this company, one girl is doing internship. She's a fresher, and she's doing internship here. I think in paper 2. So there are people who are freshers and doing internships in summer or, yeah. So winter big data, PPS and CV. Rutvik, I don't think so. It's manageable. Big data is tough, PPS is tough, CV is medium. So 2 tough, 1 medium. I don't think it's going to work. Or take 1 tough, 1 medium, 1 easy or something. And Ashish is asking, can I join co-op after second term? So for you guys, you need to ask the university how things work and what can be done in that case. Anmol is asking, can waiting for 7 and 50? Waiting list mostly gets cleared because many of the students take extra subjects and they drop the courses. So yeah.
So Manan, you had just told that one of the people here asked if PPS and APP and advanced database, you told, right?
Yeah.
That's not possible with PPS. The timings are clashing.
Oh, then I'm not sure. You need to check that too. So there are so much filters you need to apply. You need to sit and plot down on the paper and design your journey. For winter, ML, image processing, and APP. Yeah, you can do it. Have work experience in ML, then yeah, of course you can do it. Natural language analysis, PPS. If you have experience in this field, of course you can go for it. So any other questions, or you want to ask anything, you want to know about any other thing? So I suggest to apply for the companies, like the link which I shared here, the Glassdoor link. Apply for all the companies for summer internships. Try at least, try your best to get into one. Any other questions? Like regarding anything is fine. Not on co-op or internships or course selection. If you have any other questions, like life in Canada or something, anything is fine. Any questions?
You can share
I have
something
one
about.
question.
Yeah, just a second, Anmol. Nitin, go ahead. And
Yeah.
I was just asking about PR. Like if you have collected any information regarding PR, like what is the process or like how it works really.
yeah, so I'll let you know about the PR. After you complete your masters, you of course know, right? There is a portal of Canadian government where you can calculate your scores for PR, right? It's called CRS score. You can search just CRS score Canada, and you'll get a link. Government website. You can calculate yours, and so the cutoff was 470 around, but sometimes it goes down due to this COVID conditions and stuff. But mostly, what is needed is if you have 3 years of work experience in India, if you have a master's degree here, then you can apply after your graduation. But if you don't have, then if you have if you're doing a master degree here, take 1 years of work experience here in Canada, and then you can apply. So let's say worst case scenario, after 1 year of work experience, you can apply for PR, and once you apply for PR, it takes 6 to 8 months to get it processed. I hope that answers your question, Nitin.
Yeah, man. Thank
Yeah,
you.
Anmol, go ahead.
Yeah. Yes. Well, I want to ask that, like we were apartment hunting, and I want to know that would you prefer that should I stay near the downtown, or like I should prefer cheap, little cheap, but away from the downtown area? Uh,
Yeah, okay.
what
So
would be your recommendation in this?
yeah, I'll suggest you to stay in downtown near the university so that you can go to library and study. Library has amazing vibes. You can study there because the like in here we stay two people in a room, so you get disturbance and stuff, right? So you'll not be able to focus much at your house. And if you go to library, it will be great. And sometimes what happens is the courses are, if you have a class at from let's say 5 to 6, and after that you have class from 8 to 9, so for 2 hours or 1 hour gap you're not going to go your home if you stay far. But if you, let's say if you stay nearby, it will be very easy for you. So I'll suggest to stay in downtown. It will be helpful. uh, and yes, some of you are asking, uh, you can find accommodation from India itself, and I've seen so many posts on Facebook, on Concordia groups, that people are finding accommodation here from India. Don't do that. Just because there are so many frauds. Yeah, yes, and there are so many frauds going on in this country. Everyone are targeting international students because they know that you don't know anything. So don't, because you don't know, they'll show you a 3 BHK house, 3 BHK house from in the video, and they'll tell you to sign the agreement, and when you come here it will be 1 BHK. It might be the case. But you have signed the agreement, you cannot do anything. You need to pay for 1 year. So don't do this. Like don't. Otherwise, if you have someone staying in Montreal or someone who can go and have a look at the apartment or stuff, then it's fine. You go and then sign the agreement or lease. Otherwise, just looking things virtually and signing is not good. Don't do
How
that.
much you were paying in downtown?
Montreal
Like
downtown,
what
I was
was
paying 300. Like it was 1500 rent for a 2 BHK. So in 2 rooms there were 2 people and 1 in hall. So 300 each.
including electricity and heating?
It was including electricity, yes. But it was like the house was small, the kitchen was small, but we were adjusting in that. But now we'll be shifting to, mostly what I've seen people paying is 300 is bare minimum. Okay, everyone pays 300. You cannot find less than 300. It's very difficult. If you find, it will be far away or not in downtown or not a good place. Okay, so 300 to 350 is the normal range. If you stay in sharing, if you stay like in a personal room, it will be around 400 to 500.
Okay.
Usual bed size, there is nothing like batch. Like I think there's nothing like batch. Every year they take 100 students. I'm not sure how much students they take, but in the class I mostly find 80 to 100 students. Yeah. The notes, I'll be uploading video, so you can find that in there. Can I send this?
And any sites that I should be checking for, firstly for part-time jobs when I
Part-time
will
IT
be there.
jobs.
For part-time,
Any jobs,
any
right?
jobs like to, yes.
Any job, I can give you some name of. You can mainly how part-time jobs work here, or mainly how people get part-time jobs is, you see that our seniors or our colleagues or our like fellow mates are working in some company, so you ask them to give a referral and apply them. That's the best way to get one.
Okay.
Yes. And usual rent for personal studio near the university. Studio. If you're looking for studio apartment, it's around 800 to 1000 or 800 to 1200, the range for the personal studio. At least 800 for sure. And that's it. Any other questions? Or if not, then we can. Yeah.
Any places like I will be coming early, so any places you recommend to travel and see in Montreal?
Travel and see. There's not much places in proper Montreal downtown or near, like where you can travel easily. There are so much, like Quebec is a beautiful province. Okay, but the places are far. You need to have your own car or need to have some transport arrangement. But if you are in downtown, then you can explore downtown. You can explore like where you can get the groceries and stuff and start living a daily life. You can explore library. You can explore Concordia building. It is like huge. There are so many buildings. Some of like almost I have only seen 20-30% place. 70% even I haven't seen. So you can go to our Loyola campus. Concordia, it has two campuses, right? Loyola campus and George William. Yeah. So the George William in which we'll be studying is in downtown. But Loyola is far away. It has it has everything. It has a playground and football ground, everything. Not what normal university has, but the downtown campus, we don't have anything. We just have the buildings. That's it.
Are we allowed to use their resources as well? Like
Yeah.
if I
You just
want
need
to.
a Concordia ID card. That's it. You can go anywhere.
Sure.
And there are free buses like free from Concordia downtown to the Loyola campus for students. But you need a Concordia ID card for that. That's it.
Okay.
I think we talked most of the things about co-ops and internships. So I'll solely suggest you to go for summer internships. Try getting into summer internships. If you need any help, you can ping me on LinkedIn, WhatsApp. You have my WhatsApp number. Most of you have. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead. Someone was speaking.
Yeah, Manan, you told that the guys who have 3+ years of experience in India, they can apply for PR after masters.
Yeah.
So for that, we need to leave the province of Quebec, right? We need to apply from somewhere else.
If you want to apply for PNP, like Quebec Provincial Program, then no.
No, that requires French, I think.
Yeah. If you want to apply for Express Entry, then yes. As per the rules of Express Entry, you cannot apply while staying in Quebec. Or at least you need to inform them that you'll be leaving Quebec soon. And there are some process for that. I'm not sure of that process, but I've heard about that. But mostly people go away. Like they don't stay in Quebec.
Got it.
Any other
Hi,
question?
Manu.
Yeah.
Actually, what what and all the part-time jobs will be available? Like, which should be easy and we need to. Like,
Apart from
manage
IT,
our
right?
studies.
Apart from IT?
Yeah, but
Okay.
from
Let
IT,
me list down.
yes.
So one thing is call center when I worked. Okay, then others are like factory jobs. Then you have some store jobs, like when to arrange stuff. In store jobs, you need to arrange like the shelf, say which we go in like DMart or Big Bazaar. We go and or Reliance store or Fresh something. You need to arrange stuff and those things, and you can be a cashier. But I think now cashiers will require French after that bill passes. So now it's difficult. And in call center, but yeah, in call center you get calls back to back. Also, so here you need to speak a lot. Okay, you need to speak a lot. But here you need to carry a weight a lot. It's like so depends on person to person what you are okay with, you're comfortable with. You're okay with carrying a weight and like yeah, but you feel tired after your 2 days job. You are exhausted, and you for half a day you just sleep or you just rest.
So there is like difficulty that if you don't know French, there will be difficulty in getting front face jobs.
Front face job, of course, like very less people get front face job from ours, because even if we know French, we don't know how to speak the French the Quebec people speak, right? I have heard from people who are like one of my colleague in Capital One. She knows French like nicely, okay, but when she went to Quebec, she was not able to like properly talk with them because they have a different way to speak.
Yeah.
So most of us don't get front facing jobs, like directly customer facing, but you can get like if you work in Tim Hortons or McD or some at the like for cooking, baking and making pizzas, burgers and stuff, you can get those jobs.
Is there anything like tutoring kind of part-time job will be available so that it will not make us tired?
Yeah, nice question. There's one website you need to follow. You need to apply for that, and do apply for that. It's called Paper. It's a company, okay, for teaching students. So you need to solve the doubts. You need to be online on support always. Like in your work schedule, you need to help them teach maths, or science or computer and anything you select your subjects. You can try looking for people. So it's a good job, not like non-tiring. You can look for this.
Sorry,
It's a
what's
good
the
one.
link name?
It's a paper. Let me search and send the link for you. It's called paper. Okay, found it. Yeah, I sent in chat. Paper.co. What is paper.co?
Yeah, thank you.
And there's also company Lighthouse Labs or something, which also does this, like tutoring thing. But it is specifically for computer science. It's like taking boot camps for people who are new to computer science and stuff. So these are the two. I think we're going to. Everything is, yeah, like Ashish. It's, and people from Quebec, they don't want to be a part of Canada. They want their different country. Don't know why. There's also reason behind that. If you would like to hear the story, let me know.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Yeah. So what happened is, this is what I have heard from some people. I'm not sure it's a perfect or don't have any proof on this, but if you search who owns Canada, okay, and Canada is owned by Queen Elizabeth. Okay, and so UK Queen owns this country just because they were having some Olympics or some games, uh, like it's in 1900 something, not sure which year. So they tried building the stadium in Quebec, in Montreal. You'll find the Olympic stadium there with lots of facilities. So they're not having much funds. So what they did is they took on loan, or let's say they borrowed it from Queen Elizabeth, and then they were not able to pay it just because that Olympics games, what they thought that they would get good revenue, but the revenue was less. They were not, they were in loss at the end. So because of that, what did is government did is they increased the tax in Quebec. That in Quebec the taxes are high, right? Tax rates are high. So the people of like from Quebec, they got angry that you are sitting in some other province. The Canadian government, the country's government is taking the decisions, and we are suffering from that. So they are very against other peoples. That's the reason. And yeah, you'll feel isolated when I came here to Toronto. Uh, after coming here, okay, I got a feeling that, oh, now I'm out of India and now I'm in abroad. What you see in movies, that feeling I got after coming here. Yeah. So any other questions?
I have one question related to Concordia portal.
Mhm.
Actually, I want to change my one course that is particularly lecture only, not laboratory and all of that.
Mhm.
So do we need to drop
You can do
whole
a
whole?
swap. It is best to do swapping a course, just because let's say I have a course A. Okay, I have I'm registered for that course A, but and I want course B, and course B is not available. It is in waiting list. Okay, so when I swap it, so my course A will remain in cart until I get enrolled and my waiting list is cleared in course B. So it is the best option. So you'll not lose your
Uh,
course A, and you can have your course B whenever it's available.
Actually, not that case. I want to change course A with course A itself, but with the different time.
Oh, different timings. And you can mail
Because
your coordinator,
some
I think. But you can try doing it using Swap. Not sure it works or not. I have never tried yet. But if it doesn't work, you mail your coordinator. Like for MSCS, it's Samantha, so she'll do it for you.
thank you.
what kind of insurance kind of things we need to be done before coming there?
Insurance. Concordia University provides you insurance here. So, but they provide you insurance uh, from the date you start your university. Before that, you can get some insurance when you buy your tickets, flight tickets. I think most of you have bought what or not sure. So along with that, ask your travel agent to get insurance, or you can buy it online too. India. So get travel insurance and like get insurance up to your starting day of university because it is going to help. Because when I came here, my bags like they got lost. Like I came from Ahmedabad. I took a flight. My flight was from Ahmedabad to it was to Dubai to Egypt in like Cairo in Egypt, and after that to Istanbul to London to Montreal. Okay, so in Istanbul, my bag got lost. Like when changing the flights, uh, like on the luggage which was in the cargo, I was not able to get it when I landed in Montreal. Okay, I was not able to see that. So after that, when I complained on the desk, they told me that it is left in Istanbul and it will be getting it after 1 week. Okay, so if you have some insurance and anything happens in that case, you can claim for that. You can claim $100, $200 for that. So this thing happens.
Okay.
And if you like get some health issues in between, it will be helpful because it's very, very costly here.
Yeah, yes, I get the same like around somebody having got the insurance done, so around 50 lakhs he paid for some health issues.
It's better to take insurance. Insurance will cost you 500 or 1,000 rupees. It's much less. It's around $20. That's fine. Pay 1,000 rupees. That's fine.
So like our program starts on September 6th. So from that day itself, does university will
University.
cover up the
Yeah.
insurance for us?
So keep your like insurance from India which you buy. Keep it till 6th. Till the first day. From second day, assume that Concordia is giving you. But till first day, try to keep that valid. And I'll suggest you guys to follow some pages on Instagram which are of Concordia. There are some clubs of Concordia which will keep giving you information, and they are going to support you while you come here. If you have any doubts, anything you need help with anything, they are there to help you. So we already have dedicated groups for that. So like take advantage of that. I'll write the names here. First is GSA Concordia. If there are any events going on in Concordia, like parties or freshers party or something, everything is you'll be knowing here. So it's GSA Concordia, then Concordia outdoors. Like if you are interested in going hikes and stuff, they arrange this. And once you follow 1, 2, 3 pages, right, you'll get recommendations to follow on another. And there is also a South Asian student club, like in Concordia. You can see that. Let me search for that for you. I think it's Safa or something. And follow like ISO Concordia. It is for international students organization. It will be helpful to you. And then If you are in like computer science, engineering and computer science, then you need to follow like ECSGA. You can follow. So at Concordia, these are department page. Then for Co-op, you can get information about Co-op on Concordia Co-op.
Manan, we are not able to see your screen.
Oh, sorry. I think I haven't shared it. Sorry for that. Thanks for letting me know. Are you able to see now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the Instagram page is, you should follow. Like it will give you a lot of information. And once you follow 3-4 of them, you'll keep getting suggestions. Forgot the name. What is score? SSC. And like if you're coming to like for Montreal stuff, you can follow Montreal block, and most of them I have shared with you, and once you shared this, you'll get for others. Yeah, so these are the main pages you can follow, and you can get lots of information from them. Yeah, so I think that's it. If you guys have any other thing to ask, let me know. Otherwise, we can end this call. Do you have any questions or stuff? Or we can end this call.
Madam, do you have any idea like whether the courses seat availability will be increased? Or
they might
will
be
the
increased.
same?
You need to keep checking the portal every day. And do you need any other session from any other thing? Do you think that you require a session for any stuff next session? Mostly
maybe after we get our visa approval, you could suggest us like what are all the stuff like we shouldn't forget from India or something like that.
Yeah.
That would be better.
Great. So after around 2 to 3 weeks, we'll again have a session, and in that mostly we'll be talking about this, what like things to pack basically, which are must. Okay, and then first few days in here in in the Montreal, and how much cash you need to bring along with you while coming here, what are initial expenses and those stuff, right? So that's it, right?
Will you be uploading this video in YouTube?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
Any other questions? If you have, then shoot. Otherwise, we'll end the session.
Which phone network is the best in Quebec?
Quebec, the cheapest are Fido and Rogers. Go with them. Bell is very costly.
Fido and Rogers.
Yeah. These two. Yeah, we'll discuss in detail about plan in the next session, where the initial phase in Montreal, in Concordia, basically, and what things to bring. We'll have a session for that. After 2 3 weeks, with that we'll discuss in detail about all these things. How much it's cost, about your what's a bill, how much you pay for these things and that thing and those stuff. Yeah, Ishan, I'll share the YouTube link with some, I think Denisha or Muskan or anyone who is connected with me on WhatsApp. I'll share and ask them to send on the group. Okay.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks for the session.
Yeah. Thank you.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Thanks for your time.